very excited to do a quick run through of our large announcement this week of EarlyBird 2.0. We want to thank so many people that put in a ton of work to bring this to reality. We believe this truly transforms how families will invest in their kids and the ability to bring together all of the family and friends that want to collectively invest and share all these special moments under one unified platform and offer the ability, of course, to both celebrate and also invest in the child's most special milestones. So really quickly, some of the highlights of EarlyBird 2.0 are the biggest one is this concept of the nest, which we'll go through and talk about further. But it's really the ability for a parent to invite those closest to this child that want to be part of their life and really experience all of the special moments of a child, because unfortunately we all live all over the country or world today, and it's harder than ever to stay connected. So the nest becomes that centralized place. As a nest member, like Uncle Jordan, I will then be able to celebrate, upload moments myself, invest in these moments, and also contribute whenever I want. Within this, a new idea that we've shown is this concept of micro contribution. So being able to basically tip a moment, like a child's lost first tooth, being able to invest just $1 or $3 to interact with that experience, and of course to help build a better financial future for the child, so that you aren't just liking and commenting like on social, but you're actually having a bigger impact. And then the last major update here is that we fully redesigned a lot of the EarlyBird app and experience, which we'll get through. So instead of just talking through it, we thought it'd be super fun to actually just do a live demo. And here we are, EarlyBird 2.0. So most of you are familiar with the basic functionality of EarlyBird, but as you can see, there's been a ton of UI and UX updates. But where we begin is on My Kids tab. So you can see my two kids, Izzy and Remy, really best in class robo-advising. So I can click in, I can see their portfolio, how much money's invested, where the funds are actually invested. I can now, though, quickly add nest members, add funds, or add moments right on the My Kids tab. Then the bottom nav has significantly changed. So now we have a centralized place for your nest, where you can both monitor and oversee your nest for your two kids, or you can also be part of other people's nests and join those and see all the wonderful activity of each child on EarlyBird. So if I click into Izzy's nest, you can see here that I can see their goals, upcoming birthday. I have a whole activity feed. I can have the details of their account. Have I set a monthly recurring investment as a nest member? How many nest contributions have been made? As the parent, I can also see who I've invited. Of course, I've invited my two aunts, my uncle, my grandpa. They've set recurring investments. So you have a fully centralized place to experience EarlyBird and all of the wonderful kids that you're investing in. But what is most exciting, of course, is the Moments tab. So this is where we begin to see all of these wonderful moments uploaded from the parents of the nest members that you are part of. So this is Izzy, my niece. This is her first day of pre-K. We were so excited. So my sister-in-law uploaded this moment, and now I get notified. I can like it, comment, but I can also one click, one tap, micro invest $5 into that moment. or micro invest $1 so that I'm not just liking it, commenting on it, but I'm actually investing in her and her future. Of course, that is optional, but it is one of the most exciting new ways of how we invest in our kids. So it's not just birthdays and holidays, but we are actually investing in them and all of the most precious milestones and moments that they experience from 0 to 18. So hope you enjoyed that demo walkthrough and can't wait to see what you all do with EarlyBird 2.0. I thought it'd be interesting and fun to bring in Laur, who is our director of product, and they have actually, invested a ton of time and really digging into what has worked, what have we learned over the past 2 years about families and how they invest, and what are the most important aspects to building out a massive feature like this. So, Laura, are you able to share your video and hop on for a sec?
Yeah, I think I do have my video on. I don't know if maybe you're sharing your screen so you can't see me, but I think other folks can.
Yes, perfect.
Hello.
Amazing. So we thought it'd be fun to start with Laura giving us a little bit of an idea of what the core problem was that we were seeing and what we were really trying to solve with EarlyBird 2.0.
Yeah, I mean, I think that question I sort of like reframe for myself as why did we build this? And for us at EarlyBird, we believe that building the best future for a child is about bringing their community together, right? And we know that parents are looking for simple and meaningful ways to invest for their kids. And we also know that people who care about those kids are looking for the same. And so we really sit sort of at the intersection of those 2 points and wanting to bring everybody together in a way that feels comfortable and meaningful to invest in the kids that they love, right? To be frank, we know that finances are an uncomfortable topic to talk about, and parents don't want to feel like they're asking their family and friends to contribute to their child. And we also know that people who care about the kids in their lives want to contribute in a meaningful way to the kids that they love. And so how do we create an experience that really enables parents to invest for their kids, to build the best future they can, allows friends and family to really easily and meaningfully participate, and remove some of that discomfort for both parties involved? And so kind of at the center of all of that, of course, is always the kids, the EarlyBird kids who are on our platform. And how do we create an experience that gives them the financial start, but also the emotional support, so that when this account becomes theirs, when they're adults, they have access to kind of take on whatever their dreams are, but they also have the emotional support, so they feel that confidence in moving forward and saying, look at all of these people who helped get me here. I believe that I can do this because these people believed in me. So it's really bringing together those different kind of needs and desires and thinking about how do we really help parents and families create the best future for the kids that they care about.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so when you think about building something so large like EarlyBird 2.0 and this idea of a community and having multiple users and family members under one platform, there are a ton of complexities. When you go through it, kind of what were some of the largest challenges maybe that we experienced or you had to navigate as we were delivering such a robust feature like this?
Yeah, I mean, on the experience side, I think it's that we really have these 2 different core user groups that have different understandings and comprehensions of what EarlyBird is specifically and what we are building generally. And so how do we really communicate the experience to both of these 2 user bases, meaning parents and the non-parents on our platform, with this like new concept all at the same time? So that to me was one of the bigger challenges. In the background, one of the other large challenges is always how do we effectively allow people to contribute into these various investment accounts, right? So there's a lot of how money moves in the background and having other people be involved in this experience, making sure we're really building the right infrastructure behind our platform to allow friends and family to both contribute emotionally and financially in this integrated experience, kind of working through how we would make that actually function and work. was probably the other big challenge.
Yeah, when you think about bringing on, most apps, of course, have one core user, right? If you think about so many apps that we use. And so I think as we were digging in here, the idea of bringing in potentially 10, 15, 20 different users that all have different engagements with the child, right? An aunt, an uncle, a grandparent, a best friend. There's just so much to consider in that experience. And then, of course, also trying to navigate what and how we can deliver something as fast as possible so that you all can really experience it and give us feedback, and we can learn from you what it is you're really looking for. How the engagement works is definitely been an amazing learning experience. So the last question that I wanted to cover was, now that this is live, which is awesome, what are you most excited about that we are looking to build next?
I think one of the biggest things is really expanding and improving our co-parent access. We know it's one of the most important features for our users, but also for kids that do have two parents, having both of those parents be able to build their account and add moments and contribute to their child's future feels really, really important. So that's one that I'm excited for us to continue to expand over the next few months. I think also continuing to just improve our moments feature, right? I think we're still sort of figuring out exactly how we position that feature and create the experience so that people feel like they're really investing these moments into a time capsule, that their child will have this kind of organized and well laid out collection of contributions from their friends and family. And so I think continuing to improve that experience, continuing to kind of create what our vision is there, I'm really excited about. And I think the last thing is just continuing to listen to our users. I think, as an investing platform, that is something we can help guide our users to make the right investing choices for their families, but really listening to our families and hearing what do they need, what do they want, what does building the best future for their kid look like to them, and how do we help all of the parts of, or all of the people in a kid's family feel included and feel comfortable participating. Really, our users are the ones who are going to be able to tell us that. So I'm just excited to continue to listen and learn from all of our users. And now we have a lot more, right? With people joining the Nest, we have this whole new user base that we have a lot to learn from. And, we're excited to have conversations with those folks over the coming weeks and months.
Awesome. Yeah, I think, we definitely learned the importance of that full co-parent access as we started with the Nest. Being able to invite your co-parent into the Nest, but that is a different experience that you really want, that shared experience as a co-parent. And what we also learn is that parents have they bring different behaviors to the platform, right? One parent might be much more heavy on the investment side, that's what they care about, and the other parent might be much more heavy on the emotional capital side, and logging and building this time capsule of love and support for the child. So really having both of those is going to be critical in a seamless way. And so that is what is coming up next, which we are deeply focused on and hopefully delivering in the next couple months to everyone. So thank you so much for taking a little time, Laur, and talking through some of the decisions made and the story behind EarlyBird 2.0. We really appreciate it. For anyone else on, if there were any other questions that you had about EarlyBird and what we were building and any of the functionality, what's coming up next, things you'd like to see, experiences you've had, we would love to hear.
Hey, Jordan, I can go. And I've already discussed this with Caleb, but a lot of Nest members for me and my kid are not in the US or not in North America. So, but I would love for them to be able to essentially be part of this journey. So I would say, at least, even if you don't open up contributions globally, just being able to comment and look at the moments as another social media, I think that would be great.
Yeah, no, it's a great comment, great point. The global nature of, I think, the world now, right? Everyone, there's a definite need there, and one that we will take into deep consideration. I think, there might be limited ability, so you might not be able to actually invest, but some visibility for those nest members would be awesome.
Yep. Yeah, and I understand the investing aspect. There are much bigger things, different currency. Like there are a lot of variables in play, but just being able to add moments or at least comment on those, I think that would be great.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, Gianna.
Hi guys, I'll jump in. First of all, huge congrats. Looks fantastic. I haven't been using the app in a little while, so it's pretty cool to see. Trying to get reinvigorated. I'm familiar from a while of knowing Jordan and the team, which is fantastic. More through Paceline, I think. But then I downloaded the app to start using for my goddaughter, which has been, I guess, about 6 months or so, and then just recently became an aunt about 2 weeks ago. And it just came back on my radar that this is exactly what I need to do and set up for my niece. So I guess my question is, forgive me for being a little bit of a novice at the moment, but is this something that I need to recommend my brother set up first? And now, is that the more appropriate way? And I should say, hey, Vince, you should create this. And then I want to be, a key part of the nest and start making the bigger contributions? Or would it be something that I could actually set up for my niece and then they could join? I guess, what's the appropriate best way to do it?
Yeah, I think it depends on sort of how you are envisioning the account be managed. So the person who opens the account, right, is the custodian of that account, or is essentially the owner of that account in the benefit of that child. Okay. So that would be the person who would, you'd have to have the child's social security number to be able to open that account. And then you would be responsible for managing that account. Other people could then be invited to participate. So you could do that, right? Just like you've done for your godchild. Or you could recommend to your brother, open this account for your niece. I'd love to be included. I'd love to participate. Another way to sort of recommend EarlyBird in that scenario is you can actually send a gift to your brother for your newly born niece and say, I wanted to kickstart your EarlyBird account, and they can then actually go in, accept that gift, create their account, and add you to the nest sort of in that flow. So that's another way to share EarlyBird with like your new parent friends. I think Jordan will be fine with me saying this. If you were interested in sort of actually giving the gift of EarlyBird, we are working on ways to enable that, but we could work with you one-on-one to actually do it so that you could like pay for a year of EarlyBird for your brother and gift him the gift of EarlyBird.
Yeah.
So that he could kind of use it without, having to pay that management fee for a year. So if that's something you're interested in, I can shoot you a note after this and we can work with you kind of doing it in the hacky way that we can today, and let you truly give the gift of EarlyBird for a year if that was interesting for you.
Love that. Remind me the cost again it's an annual.
Typically it's a monthly fee for parents, but we are able to offer an annual fee, or to give you the option to gift an annual membership for a single child. I believe it's $28.99 for the year.
For the year. Oh, fantastic. Okay. And then are there times, like even for you, Jordan, or you, Laura, I'm sure you have accounts too, where a child would have one that's from a parent and one that's managed from an aunt? Or is it really ideal to, have it all be one and just try to get—
It's ideal to have one. So like one person has the custodial account, they manage that account. So they select the portfolio, they choose how the funds are invested, but then anybody can contribute to it. So typically a parent would be the person who'd open the account, but we do see non-parents do that, right? They say, my sibling doesn't want to do that, or maybe that's not something they're going to do, but I really want my niece or nephew to have this account when they're older, so I'm just going to open it for them.
Okay, awesome. I love the idea of gifting. So can I drop my email in here,
Yep.
Laura?
And then I can follow up with you. Yeah.
I think that sounds like a perfect option. I can gift it to get them going.
Yeah. So, I mean,
I should probably do that in hindsight. I don't I didn't really get as far as I wanted to with my goddaughter. So this is a great opportunity to like reset. So I'm thinking maybe I'll just take your advice and do the gifting for both. And it seems like a really awesome way. I'm sure that's a great way for you guys to be getting, you know, the right kind of owner in through a bit of a referral type of situation, which seems great.
Yeah, we see a lot of people. I mean, that's the idea, right? Any baby in your life that ever comes around, the first thing you think of is EarlyBird to send that gift, right? They don't need an account. They don't need it set up. That you would send a gift, and then you get a group thread text message with your number, their number, and our EarlyBird number. And the EarlyBird number has a link in it. They click on it. It opens up a web experience. They can see the gift. They can engage and look at EarlyBird, and they can accept the gift, download the app, and then create their account. And now they can invite you directly into the nest so that you also have visibility into the account and you can be part of that experience. You can upload moments. You can be, you know, you can share so much through that entire, you know, the new platform. So that is definitely that's the best way to engage people to get started.
Perfect. Sounds awesome.
Amazing. Well, I know we are at time. If there were any other questions, please just shout them out. But if not, there's going to be a ton more coming out over the next, you know, couple weeks about EarlyBird 2.0, and we'll be sharing more tutorials and different ways to engage and get involved. So we really appreciate everyone taking time on a Friday. We hope you have a wonderful weekend, and we will talk soon.
Sounds
Bye-bye.
great. Thanks, everyone.
Congrats, team. Thanks.
Cheers.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.